Exactly. Yeah, they what? Are we about the same age, Neil?
I'm a little older.
Okay, all right, cool.
Neil
Roy
How do you say last name?
Rubenstein.
Rubenstein.
Yeah, but I don't pronounce it.
Frankenstein.
I don't want to be rude.
Stein or Stein is fine. Yeah.
You're okay. Stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comedian. Are we recording?
We're good, man.
All right.
He does it real informal.
Let's
Hi.
take me. I met you last night. Good set. It was a good
Thanks.
show, man.
Yeah, thanks, Roy.
I really enjoy watching people who know what they're doing. I get it takes practice, but
Yeah.
But you killed it.
Thanks, man.
And so take me back, man. Where are you from?
I'm from New York originally.
Okay. Nice.
And
East
then I toured my whole life with rock bands.
Roadie or were you in bands?
Tour manage and I was in bands at first.
Okay.
And then started touring with other people's bands.
That's a life. My best friend's a tour manager and sound engineer. So
Yeah.
You've been on the road your whole life.
Yeah. And then in 21 I moved to OKC, and then this
Cool.
year I moved to Austin.
Austin.
So,
Texas.
but I'm not staying.
no, I wouldn't either.
Oh.
You're better than that, Neil.
Who's your friend who's a sound guy?
His name's Brett Brock. He runs for Steve Earle and Robert Earl Keen now. He's in country. So
I went to Austin last week. Was it last week?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. But I'm from here, raised here, and one of the things about the money bracket here is like you go travel to Austin, San Antonio for vacations. I think Austin's gotten too corporate. It feels corporate. It feels fake.
It's strip
I didn't
mall
really
city.
like it.
Strip mall
I don't
city.
like it anymore.
Yeah.
It used to rule. I used to go there for South by Southwest.
Well,
And
but that died.
Literally,
just like,
with
yeah.
that car.
I remember
that
going
went
being
through.
18, like, let's take a road trip. Me and my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
drove there by ourselves. Like, it was cool. It just feels too corporate now. I hate that feeling. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know where like the grassroots
Why
to
don't
keep Austin weird.
Why don't
Where's
you
that at?
like it? Why do you want to leave?
Well, I just think, I mean, I want to leave because of the toxicity of like the open mic scene. Just because like
Agreed.
everyone's like, I consider myself an edgelord, to be honest, but like I feel like there it's just like mean and shock, and I'm like. I mean, as
For you,
cocky
it
as
was
it sounds,
natural.
for me, it's like, oh, I'm trying to say something, and these are the topics that people don't like to talk about.
Yeah, the
so, like, I
grief
talk
porn.
I talk about death and dying and suicide, and I talk about you're gonna have to bleep that out, and I talk about sexuality and all these things, and like, and then you go there, and it's just like. Real homophobic, real transphobic, and like not for a purpose and not for like a relatability. It's just like, I don't understand these F-bombs. And it's like, well, I mean, it's easy to understand if you have empathy and you're a normal human. So like that, like
Can you
you're
slide
just trying
me
to
a
be, you're just trying to be a cunt. And
Agreed.
They're just trying to get on Kill Tony.
yeah. And so
Speaking of which,
yeah. So that's like I don't know. So that's why I don't like the scene. But I think that there's a lot of really, the strongest comics in the country go there. I think that there's tremendous opportunity and there's always audience. Like outside of the mic scene, like every show has an audience.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like there are benefits. And as far as like corporate goes, I mean, America's America at this point. Like everywhere you go is a strip mall, is a
Yeah.
mall.
Yeah.
Like, what's the 15-minute cities or 20-minute cities, whatever we call
Yeah.
it? Like, that's everywhere now, and
Lubbock is that.
that's just going to get worse and worse, and
Yeah.
It sucks.
yeah.
'Cause
But
like I said, I remember
we're
going
here.
back 10 years ago. Fun, and it was like I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe just my
And
age.
I think probably it's the age, and it's like
Yeah.
the first time you get to experience, and like, ooh, this food, this concert. I'm going to see these bands, these professional musicians playing on an
Well, hell,
outdoor
even
stage.
ACL used to be different. It's
Yeah,
fucking
no,
changed,
well,
like
yeah, I
these
mean,
things,
it's-
all these things have changed. And
Yeah,
have you,
once the headlining artists are Green Day and they used to be cooler artists that would headline.
What was
those.
that place?
And it
called
wasn't
last
as
night?
expensive.
The Mexican place.
Robles.
Robles
That's a
Taqueria.
really nice place, and they have $8 pitchers, and I was drinking the hell out of them.
Exactly.
And one of the things that I found interesting about you, because I've always wanted to talk to somebody from the East Coast, like I wanted to learn about the culture of it. Like, what is it like growing up there?
well, I don't know because I didn't grow up anywhere else, so I don't really know.
But for you, what was your experience?
I would say that like I do feel like some places feel more sheltered than I was. Because, like, here, you lie to your mom about going out, and, like, where's the furthest you're going to get? In New York, you lie about where you're going out, and I'm 14 cutting school to work at a record store in Lower Manhattan.
Oh man!
So it's
that
like
rules.
there's a different, you know what I mean? Like if you guys lied, what's the coolest thing you could possibly do
I'm
in
in
Lubbock,
Post,
Texas? Yeah.
I'm in another town.
Well, it's I mean, and I would imagine that living in a big city, you have exposure and opportunity for everything. Everything's available and not that far away.
Yeah, but I think now everything's available to everybody. That was part of the leaving New York because, like, you know, they're like, oh, you know, you can't get blank in this place, but it's like, yeah, you can get blank everywhere. You can get whatever you want anywhere because between the internet and the migration patterns of humans in the 21st century, like.
I think it's exposure to culture.
Thank you, Amazon.
Being around, I grew up around Mexicans and a few black people, but predominantly white neighborhood. So my upbringing was very homogenous. It was
Remember I told
very
you last
very.
week he got drunk?
Yeah.
He was being racist towards
Yeah,
me.
I believe it.
Damn it.
Did I call you?
You
what
said Mexicans aren't funny. I'm just kidding.
That's,
I'm
that's
just
not
kidding. You
true.
didn't say
I
that.
would never say anything so patently untrue.
You didn't say that.
They are very funny. I love laughing at them.
No, yeah, but
At your
I was like drunk
troubles.
last night thinking about it. Like, I want to talk to this guy about growing up there because you have all these The only stories like you're saying here is we go to fucking drink.
Yeah.
I can't go to a record store and skip school and go to a record store
Yeah.
and meet a fucking band and hang out and shit.
Yeah, so I mean, like, by 17, 18, like, you know, school was kind of in the I got kicked out my senior year, like 2/3 of the way through the year, and before that, I remember when I was cleaning out my parents' house after they passed. I found like a transcript from high school, like my junior year or whatever, and it was just like missed,
Oh, Christ.
note, missed. Like, why did I bring a note that time?
Was it because you were too smart, which I think is probably it,
I
or
doubt
because
that.
you did not put forth the effort or some combination thereof?
Oh, just because I wanted to hang out in the city all day.
Yeah.
So I would just
there is no city to hang out in here.
Yeah, so I
Neil.
would skip school. I would go into the city. Like I said, I got a job at a record store in the city at like 17, I think. And
So this was the 90s.
yeah.
Damn, it was
And
fun as fuck.
yeah, it was great. And like,
Good bands would come through town.
well, it's Manhattan.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Everybody's
we had
coming.
Nobody comes
CBs.
through here.
We had CBs, which I was there like all the time. We had Coney Island High. Whatever. I can name all the venues. But
Yeah.
And then we also had
we know them.
We also
I
had
do.
like CMJ, which was like our South by Southwest. So like 1 week a year. I mean, every punk, hardcore, alternative, shoegaze, every band was it. Like the bands we got to see. I mean, you couldn't not be.
Roy,
like,
ask him the question I know your dumbass wants to ask. Who has the best pizza?
I was gonna ask that.
I want to know.
It's a stupid question.
That is
I know it is a stupid
literally
question.
not-
But
Who
I hear
wanted
Who
to ask
invited this guy?
I hear
don't know.
motherfuckers saying all the best pizza places have gone to like New Haven, Connecticut. Is that
No,
true?
We could
Come
spend an
on.
hour talking
Okay,
about food.
but no, legit New York people
Best,
on podcasts. I don't
chicken
know.
parm sub. How about that?
Best chicken parm sandwich. Jesus Christ. Definitely on Long Island. Except there's this
will
one
go.
place in Times Square. I forget the name, but they have like sick Italian sandwiches.
Have you been to NYC before?
No, I wanna
We'll
go.
go. I'll take
I
you.
wanna go.
I've been.
There's
It's awesome.
also a place called, I think it's called Primo Hoagies. It's like around the corner from, is that Helium? It's around the corner from Helium in Philly.
Okay.
That place is sick.
Okay.
Italian subs.
Let's
too.
do an East Coast trip, Roy.
Let's go.
We'll
Go
hit all the
fucking down. I
places.
wanna
We'll
to
go see
Philly.
where Shea Gillis was born.
Go to
Fuck.
Westchester,
Westchester, Long Island, New York.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Westchester.
So you started in New York then, right? You started stand up in New York?
Yeah.
Who were you coming up with? Who were the guys that were? I mean, I'm not
so-
asking you to name drop. I just people that did not make anything of themselves.
Well, so
like yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
No,
probably
it's
busting your balls.
Jesus Christ. How
I
many
love
years have
this
you
guy.
been doing
I've been 10.
Okay.
And our like,
So you were in your 30s when you started then.
yeah.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay. Me too.
so our group, like the open mics, like I remember basements where like the list was Ian Lara, Emma Willman, Ashley Gavin, Nick Simmons, Johnny Mitchell, Caitlin Palufo, Steve Rogers.
Captain America. That's Captain America.
Who else
Was
like,
Jeffrey Asmus around during that time, or
think
did he come from Minneapolis?
I
or
don't.
Minnesota?
Yeah, I don't think. I think he started somewhere else and then came to New
Yeah, I
York.
think so.
But yeah, I mean the like
But Soder was like far above you at this when you started.
Soder was ahead of us. Norman's
These boys
ahead of
got about
us.
10 more years.
Yeah.
Yeah, List
I'm
is
just trying
ahead
to think
us.
of the was what's her name, Maddie Weiner in New York at that point.
No, she got there around pandemic.
Brendan Sagalow.
Sagalow was
I like
Okay,
him.
yeah. I was
started-
trying to think of someone I knew Roy would
I
know.
like him.
So Sagalow started just before me.
Yeah.
So like when I started going to mics, he was kind of like running some mics.
Was Ian Finance in New York at that point? Or was
No,
still
he
like
got there
Delaware or
later.
whatever?
He's a Philly guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's in New York now. Has been for a little while.
That place just
That's
breeds
Neil.
funny fucking
One
people.
thing that
don't know, man.
I if I could go do stand up anywhere, it would be New York City, but I can't afford to live there.
Yeah, no one can.
Yeah. But why did you go to Oklahoma City from there? I'm curious.
Oh, that was just love.
OKC's cool.
Friends.
I like OKC.
Yeah, I started going. So I was in a band with some dudes from OKC.
Oh, what band?
It's a band called These Enzymes.
Okay.
So
You might know my friend Kelsey if you were at all in OKC in the music scene.
Kelsey what?
Kelsey Birnbaum. She's Filipino. She was helping run venues. How long ago were you in OKC?
So yes, in 21.
Yeah, that was about the time
No,
she
21.
left.
Yeah, 21 to
So you
23.
went from New York City to
Yeah.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I started going there for band stuff and
You
like
only live in capitals since you left New York. OKC and Austin.
well, I lived in Atlantic City too. That's not
Oh
a
shit.
capital.
Okay, never mind then.
But it is
New
a board
Jersey?
game. Yeah. So yeah, I started going there for band stuff in like 04.
Okay.
And then like just made friends and like kind of fell in love with the city and it was like still
beautiful
growing.
city.
Yeah.
You been
is.
through a tornado?
I have not been. Yo, can I tell you a funny story?
Yes.
Is
I have cousins. I have a lot of family in Oklahoma City.
we I was living with a friend who's from Oklahoma City. I wasn't. I'm clearly not. And then his girlfriend was living with us, and she wasn't from Oklahoma City originally either. And we started hearing the sirens and stuff, and we came out and we were like, Roman, like both of us were like, Roman, what do we do? And Roman like came out of his office like half dressed, super high, like everyone go back in their room. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
We had a
He
drill
was,
here
like,
a couple
so-
months ago.
He was so like it's so old hat for them. They're just
Yeah.
like, God, go back in your room.
You're thinking Twister, right? You're
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton, and Helen Reddy. Helen
was that
Hunt.
in May?
Yeah, it was. We had a real bad
tornado
tour. Yeah,
like 10 miles west of here. And if that thing had came through town, we would be
Destroyed,
doing it.
yeah,
It would
yeah.
so you've been
fucked us up.
coast to coast traveling.
Yeah.
Those cats are really distracting you.
I love them. I love those
That's
cats.
Gail. She'll let you pet her. The other one-
She's pretty.
Are you a cat person? I'm
I
guessing.
became a cat person.
Yeah.
I thought I was a dog guy
I'm
like
a
my
dog
whole
guy
life.
all in all.
And then like a dog attacked like my best friend.
Oh shit.
And I mean that was like only
That's
a couple
why
years
a lot
ago.
of people hate black people, Neil. I'm just saying. That's why a black
What
guy
the
attacked
fuck
my
are you-
best.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying he's racist against dogs.
That is Morgan Hyman, everybody. Man, I love fucking dogs, but for some reason, because I work landscaping, every fucking time when I'm in a backyard, these little bastards like to
You're a
bite me.
stranger. You're a
They-
Mexican stranger, and they think then you're mowing for white people, and they're apprehensive.
How do you know they're white?
Because only white people pay people to mow their lawns. Mexicans mow their own lawns. You know
Are
who
there a
used
lot of
to mow?
Mexicans in New York?
They're Puerto
Yeah,
Rican. They call them
it's-
Puerto Ricans and Dominicans there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like Mexican per se, but
Lot of Latinos.
it does there's like so much everything. Like
would date a Latino
There's
there.
there's like no demo where it's like, oh, I've never seen one of those before. You know what I mean? Where like I literally go to places and like never seen a Jew. You know what I mean? Like never met a Jew up close, and it's like, oh, that's weird.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
I kinda
you
have never-
but
I
you don't
remember we
read as
did-
Jewish other than your name.
Yeah, but you read
I know you're.
my name.
Again, I was drunk last
Neil
night,
doesn't sound.
and I was like, well, I want to have a conversation just about the culture of the Jewish culture. I've never, like you said,
Were you bar mitzvahed?
The first time I met one was like when I was 21 in Denver, Colorado, and he had the.
Oh,
that's
you
an
met an
Orthodox.
Orthodox.
Yeah, I met like one of them, but I've never really.
That's like blackface.
because I don't even want to get political news. They talk about all
It's
this
not
shit, but I want to
political.
know about the Jewish culture. I think was it something that was brought up with you?
Well, my parents were like half in on religion, so like they wouldn't force the like theology on me like the way like a Christian parent might
They didn't
be
make you
like
eat kosher or anything.
but they would make me like do like the traditions.
Okay.
So like I would, have to go to synagogue on the high holidays and
It's like going to church on Christmas
on
or something.
Christmas.
Easter,
yeah. And
So culturally Jewish.
yeah.
Okay.
And so they would like kind of like push that stuff. And like, I kind of appreciate that about them because like I was given the freedom to like form my own opinion on like God and its existence and all that stuff. And then also embrace like culture, right? Like, like what's white culture? It's like, well, I don't have to worry about that. I have Jewish culture. Like I know, like it's in books. Like we have a very specific culture.
That's a blessing. Would you call that a mitzvah? Sorry, dude. I don't want to know as someone with the last name, although Hyman also comes from a Norwegian Hyman. So I've never done 23andMe, but I got
Don't
the
do
last
it.
name somehow.
Don't do it.
I don't want to do it.
Don't give up your DNA.
Because when I went, I get identified as that when I'm in Istanbul just by sheer fact that that's my name, and my cock too. My cock is also. But I mean that's more an
Talking
American
cocks on this
Western.
podcast? Fuck it.
A Moyle didn't perform my circumcision. I
That's
didn't
pretty
have a
wild.
bris. It was a doctor in Olney, Texas.
If I have a son, I don't want to get him circumcised.
You shouldn't.
wouldn't.
You should have
I
a
wouldn't
big
snip his
uncut
ass.
cock.
I think there's like a movement for that, right?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like,
It's called hoop. Hands off our penises.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's a joke from Arrested Development.
It's a good movie.
I,
Good
uh,
TV show.
it's a good rap.
It is a good rap group as well.
I don't know, man. Like, I guess I don't really have.
You're
Like, I
very
don't have
tatted,
a-
and
I
that's
just wanna-
against.
What's
that's
the
against
word?
The,
I don't have a horse in that race.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not gonna have kids, and I didn't have kids.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna ask if you had kids.
No, fuck
you
that.
you don't seem like a guy who's
Wife,
a father.
girlfriend.
I was married for a little while.
Oh, same.
and now
Really? You were?
Shut up, fucker.
and now I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a big negative population growth guy. So,
Are you
does
an
that mean?
antinatalist? Would you say?
what's that?
Someone that does not believe that you should procreate and we should just let the world end because humans are
I am not saying we should stop procreating altogether, but I definitely am
You said you're a negative pop?
negative population growth.
we should go down.
So you think
So
there's
it's-
too many people?
So two people should have one child, not two people should have two child.
In America, for sure, and we should bring in people from other
See, I'm
countries
over
to
here
make
trying to have
this.
10.
Yeah, that's just the Mexican in you.
Yeah, I think
It
like
is. No, you guys.
I think it's more the
It's the
Catholic- it's more the
Catholic in
Catholic
you.
in
Okay,
me.
well, same thing. They're the same thing. Sorry. Nick.
Morgan, you are just pissing me off.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
I agree with the negative population thing.
There's some Jewish Mexicans here. Do you know that?
yeah,
there's a
I've
big
met a
population
few of
of
them. Yeah.
in Clovis, I met a black lady who was Jewish.
Wow.
Yeah, and her whole family was Jewish. It wasn't like yeah.
Did they convert? Or did you ask?
Yeah, they converted, but they converted because I think the dad was the dad was like an African Jew.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
And so the whole family convert because in Judaism,
That's
like if the
Sephardic,
mom
right?
is not Jewish, you are not Jewish. So they had to convert. So they had to like do it willingly, but as opposed to
do you have siblings, Neil?
yes,
Are they any of them practicing
my
Judaism?
brother's a rabbi.
Wow! Wow!
nice.
Yeah.
Older brother.
Yeah,
Okay, that seems like the older brother would. I don't know from what I know.
over
tends
there
to
in
be.
New York.
No, he's actually, I live with him in Round Rock. Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so he has a synagogue or congregation. I don't know what you.
He is not, no.
No.
He, like, I guess he's retired or
Oh, okay.
whatever. Yeah,
Cool.
he's
Good for him.
retired. He's also a vet, so.
Veteran? Or
Yeah,
veterinarian?
Veteran. So
Okay.
I think
He served
he's.
in the
okay.
military.
Yeah, I think he's got. I
Did he
think
serve
he's,
in the U.S. military or the Israeli?
Yeah,
army?
U.S. military.
Okay. Well, I know.
Well, technically, he could have go to Israel, right?
Yeah, I guess, but
I met one of those guys in Prague. He
I think
was born in.
back then he wasn't exactly. He came to. I guess like he started out kind of pretty Jewish. I think he went to yeshiva when he was young.
That's cool.
But he like became like a bit of a criminal element to his life. So he came back to Judaism like way later. So but yeah, he was like a rabbi. He's a rabbi and he was working at a synagogue somewhere.
That's cool.
Nice. Let's talk about comedy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been doing it for 10 years. What made you start it? What made you want to do it?
This is a ridiculous story. I was touring with bands, and then I started. How do I don't know where to start. My family is has a criminal element. So like
Mafia or
no, just
okay.
just low level criminals.
Okay.
So my brother and my dad had me like running gambling slips in my high school.
Cool.
So, well, not cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
fucking terrible.
It sounds like a movie
Yeah.
that I would enjoy.
Yeah. So my dad and my brother had me running like gambling slips, like those parlay slips in high school. So like that stuff was always like kind of second nature to me. So at some point there was like the poker boom in the early 2000s.
Doyle Brunson.
Well, Chris Moneymaker won the he was like an online guy and like he was like the first not professional poker player to win the World Series of Poker. So there's a huge boom of all basically what Kill Tony did to comedy. Chris Moneymaker did to poker.
Watch the movie Rounders, Roy.
So there was a huge groundswell, and so I kind of got swept up into that. And so then I ended up opening a illegal poker club on Long Island because I can't just do anything as a hobby. Everything has to consume my whole world.
You go balls deep.
Yeah. So I started doing this. So I started running this club, and then someone I knew, because I toured with bands and I know people in entertainment, someone I knew was producing a show for Spike TV, and it was a gambling show, and they needed a gambling expert. And I was the closest person to them at the time. So they said, do you want to do it? And I ended up being on this show for 4 years.
Nice.
Well, you were on a Spike TV show?
Yeah.
What years were these?
4 to 7.
Okay, so YouTube, we're going to Google that. What was the show called?
Casino Cinema.
Okay, that's all we need
Nice.
to know.
So
You did 4 years.
so I started doing the show, and on the show they had celebrity guests, and so I ended up having conversations with celebrities, and they would come back, every year. Like, so Artie Lang was on like 4 times. Like every
nice.
year Artie Lang was
Oh,
on.
that's cool.
So
Did you get to like befriend any of these people?
no.
Okay, all right. I'm
So-
curious. Okay.
So one, like the last year or the second to last year we did the show, Artie was on, and we were just in the guy couldn't pick me out of a lineup. He's not, we don't
He's a
know
long
each
time
other.
drug addict.
We're not
tracks.
friends. It was a one-time conversation. It wasn't like he was like, "Oh, I see something in you." He just said, we were talking, and I said that I want to write. And I was writing sitcom pilots and specs, and I wanted to write. And he said, if you want to get noticed for your writing, you have to do stand-up. And I took him at his word.
That's the first scene in your movie biography. Sorry, it is.
So I don't think so.
So Artie Lang got you into comedy.
So yeah, I'm the only person on earth who took life advice from Artie Lang.
I'm sure there's been many.
And it went just as you would expect. So that's how I started. That's how I started like the decision process of doing it.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
It was just bad advice, and
Yeah. So they filmed the
That's
show
pretty-
in
that's actually really
they filmed the show in New York, or was it in Atlantic City?
it was mostly in New York. Well, that was the thing, is it was mostly in New York, and everyone who was like a professional dealer is in AC.
Yeah, sure.
Because it was like
How far are the
it was
two?
before whatever. It was like a flight, or they, you know what I mean. It was it was money. It was an investment to get someone to come from AC to shoot in,
but it's a direct
in
flight.
Harlem, and so I was a cheaper option, which is really the only reason I got it, is because
Yeah.
I was like
That's-
local.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to hire this criminal to be on a TV show.
But
That kind of.
I mean,
that's
no,
what
that's
yeah,
kinda what it
that's-
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is. Like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when people hire hackers to worry about their.
Oh, yeah.
Apple
sure.
hire a hacker.
Yeah, you find a flaw in the system.
They'll pay you
In
money.
this sense, I can get people to pay me money, and for
I
gambling,
have
it's
to
an
stay.
addiction.
I have to stay away from gambling because it'll consume me.
Yeah,
I
do
I've
too
never,
now.
I've
Yeah.
never fucked with gambling in any real way.
It
except-
ignites something in me. That
So
is
it's
just-
funny. I got really into poker during the era you're talking about when you were doing the show. I was playing home games once a week, and
Everyone was.
yeah, everybody
That's
was.
crazy.
And
I
a bunch of
didn't know that. I don't know
homeschooled
about
guys,
this.
a bunch of homeschooled guys from Lubbock, Texas. I was Christian homeschooled playing poker. It was fun.
Everyone was playing
Thank you
poker
for
back then.
contributing to that culture. I
Same
mean,
here.
I'm not. It was fun.
You know.
I don't know how you feel about it as now. But
I mean, I've
20
just
years
seen
ago.
a lot of crazy shit,
yeah,
and
Sure,
it's
of
like,
course.
You got pretty rough
I mean, just with anything,
with,
like,
Yeah.
with money.
yeah, just with anything.
Yeah.
If you're smart about it and you're controlled and you don't have like an addictive personality or crazy, the synapses aren't miswired, like
Yeah.
you're fine. You know what I mean? Like you can do zins
Yeah.
and then not do them, and it's
Yeah.
fine.
I wish.
Or whatever. You like someone can smoke crack once and have a nice time, or someone can do opiates once and have a nice time.
Yeah.
There's people that can't just gamble once.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gamble once, and then
Yeah.
This is why I stay away from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen
I'm-
people lose mortgages.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people lose like,
Christ.
and it's
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna like?
But these aren't the guys that can afford to lose that much. These aren't the Tony
no, but
Sopranos.
they're playing a guy who can.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like an unfair. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, I mean, it's privilege at its grossest
Yeah,
form.
it
Because
is.
if I have $100,000 in my pocket and you have $1,000 in your pocket, I'll stay here until I get your 1,000. You can't get
Yeah.
all my 100,000. Like
The
you
short
won't
stack.
get it. So
Damn.
They're short stacked in life.
we're all short
I will
stacked.
say,
Yeah, we are. We are.
Hunter Biden talking about crack.
So fun.
I
Made
haven't
me wanna
seen it
smoke
yet.
crack.
So good. So
So-
that's not the first time I've heard someone talk about it where like it's fine, you can just smoke it. Because I remember when I was young, we met a guy. We were just like outside a pizza place, and the chef of the pizza guy, chef I guess is a.
chef.
I'm using it loosely. The pizza maker was like out back just smoking a butt, and we were like just bullshitting with him, and he's like, "Yeah, I've smoked crack," and we were like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's like as long as you don't get addicted, it's fine. Just know not to do it again
Yeah.
after you've done it once."
That is crazy.
And
How
he's
old
like,
were you?
I was 15 when he said that.
Okay, so that's pretty young. I was in my early 20s when
Have
I
you
had a friend who's like, yeah, I smoke crack. It's fine.
I had a friend smoke it once, and he was telling the story, and he was like, "Oh, they were passing a pipe around a campfire, so I just thought it was weed." Or like, I was just like, "Oh, this is a He was like, "Oh, this is a fancy lighter or a fancy pipe," and so he smoked it, like not realizing it. He was young and naive.
What a way to do it.
And then we were like, "Well, was it good?" He was like, "Yeah, dude, it was crack." It's like, yeah, it's fucking
I just
good.
thought about this. I remember.
That's from a Mr. Show sketch.
Shout out to my
too.
boy.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
how
gonna-
was it? It was fucking crack. It was great. I
Shout
love
out to my
that.
boy. He's clean now, but he used to be addicted to that shit.
Damn.
And he fucking hotboxed the fucking truck I was in, and I had
You didn't know?
I'm just chilling
So
because
did you get
Secondhand
high?
crack
Did you get
smoke.
high?
we were gonna go eat, and we're in the parking lot, and I see the fucking pipe, right? You know the pipe. And I was like, is this
I've seen
motherfucker
movies.
really about to smoke? And he's scary, so I didn't say nothing to him. I
And
was
did
like,
you get secondhand
fuck,
high?
I got the fuck out of that goddamn truck.
you didn't
But I
say-
just see this.
Yeah.
You know that fucking cloud.
Yeah.
You didn't
yeah.
want crack
This
potpourri.
motherfucker smoking crack before we go eat. Oh, like, God
just
damn.
occurred
Shout
to
out to
me-
you, you're clean
But
now.
doesn't it kill your appetite?
I don't know how he. This
Did he eat a bunch of
Fucking
nachos after?
this guy was a full addict, so I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah, I guess
bro.
you can like muddle. You can
Yeah.
I don't know.
you can get through it if you're.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
It
And he
just
just
a-
threw the fucking.
It occurred to me a lot of people probably smoke crack for the first time because they just don't know the people they're with, and they're like, "Yeah, this is weed." And I fuck with people and I hand them this and I'm like, yeah, these PCP disposables are great now, aren't they? And I've gotten people a couple of times, but
One time, this guy was on the pod and he had a little pipe. And he was gonna hand it to my ex, and he was like, "Wait, it has DMT. Don't smoke that."
yeah, you don't want to do DMT on a
I was
podcast.
like, "What the fuck,
Jesus
dude?
Christ.
I was about to fucking kill you." Jesus, and
You would have
kids-
thought it was funny now.
The kids we
Yes.
hung out with back in the day, like when we were like when we were bad teenagers, we hung out with some kids and we it was a lot of PCP back then. There was like they would lace the weed with it.
Nice.
And,
Getting wet.
Yeah, and they would call it they called it diesel.
Oh,
back
diesel.
then, I
Oh,
think
really?
diesel's something else now.
Sour
Diesel's just
diesels.
Yeah.
now it's just strong weed, but back then we
Yeah.
called it diesel, and it
Yeah.
was like it was PCP.
Cops,
Did you smoke it?
cops called it angel dust.
No, I didn't start doing. Yes, I didn't start doing drugs until like 21 or 2020.
Oh.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do?
I never did anything.
So you were,
until
yeah,
then.
no, dude, trajectory is very similar. So you were touring
Your
with
brain's
bands
fully
and
developed?
you were not doing any drugs when you were touring with bands. Wow. That's a professional. That you're a professional. Were you drinking at all back then? Wow. Is that
You
an
drink?
upbringing?
Do you drink?
Now, I mean,
I've never
don't
seen you
s-
drink and I've hung out with you 3 times.
Yeah, I don't say I don't drink, but
Yeah.
I don't really like.
You will. If, you know.
I will if like I don't know. There's something romantic about grabbing a Mike's Hard
Yeah.
black cherry at a gas station while I'm walking back to the hotel. You know, like there's something
You
about
drink
that.
when the mood is right.
But I don't drink the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did that last night.
Like it's like I'll have a little bit.
I
but-
got one of those Simply lemonades and I drank like a quarter of it. And I'm like, you know what? This is too sweet. I had
Boy,
gastric sleeve
I
surgery a year
fucking-
ago, so I just can't process that much sugar. at
Shout
once.
out to that place again. Those pictures were going down, bro.
$8 pitchers. I don't know. We definitely made the deposit amount there. Like we want to sell a $200 minimum of food and beverage back here to do the show, and I'm like, we will do that. I get 10 people in here. We'll do that, but they're
I
cool.
think we definitely did.
I
Yeah,
hope
for
we
sure.
can-
I mean, every table was eating it.
That
felt
other
like,
that
yeah.
other table kept buying shots and shots
Yeah,
and
no,
shots.
no,
I mean,
no.
that's
Those people were cool. Shout out to Monica was the wife. I think Keith was one of the guys, and the other guy was Chris. I told Chris he was way too goofy looking to have such a hot wife because I like to fuck with people,
Yeah,
and
she
he was
was
laughing at that.
That was like the
was-
theme of the night was guys dating out of their league.
Low-key,
Yeah.
I did not know that was Colbert's girlfriend.
Oh yeah, no, Lauren,
sorry,
Lauren,
continue,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, he did.
The
way-
hot
he-
girl with your friend, the kid who was like passed out.
No, well, they're together. They're together.
That's Josh and
But
Keith,
no,
right?
the older gentleman and the blonde girl right up front, they're a couple.
That's crazy.
I
That's
see it.
crazy.
He's in his 60s. She's in 25.
Respectfully, bro.
She's a friend of mine.
I seen her
They're
walk
both
in. And I'm
friends.
like, what is this fucking hot blonde doing in here?
Chuck is such a sweet, like
God, he
very
rules.
smooth guy. He's such a good dude. No, there's no wonder he's pulling, and he's a good looking dude for his age. He's got a great voice,
Yeah, no.
but he is a grandfather, and he's fucking a
Who are you
25-year-old.
talking about? Was Josh passed out or what?
Josh was passed out during Neil's set.
Yeah, and his
Christ.
girlfriend was way too hot for him.
Yeah, she was.
She was way too hot for that guy. That other girl was too attractive for whichever Yahoo
Yeah.
she was with.
She had
It was
nice
like-
Lubbock is a good town for ugly dudes with good
and
personalities.
even the other comic's girlfriend was like at minimum the top of his weight class.
Yeah.
At minimum.
And JP Lopez is a podcaster, the Mexican dude with the hat, with the Texas Rangers hat up front. His wife is very attractive, Raquel. Yeah. They're good
Yeah,
people.
it was the
Speak on
theme
that
of the
one,
night.
yeah.
Was,
Everybody was comics or friends of comics, except those people over on the side. The two people in the back
one
from
in
California.
The one with the pink hair. Her boyfriend's passed out.
Yeah.
She does a podcast here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out P.
She rules.
yeah.
But
That was funny. They were all.
I didn't
just-
know you had that Hunter S. Thompson tattoo. I don't see you go sleeveless too often.
It's one of the first tattoos I ever got.
That's a good. I mean, it's a very typical for a guy in his 20s to have that.
Yeah,
but I like it.
I was 18 when I got it.
18. Then you're ahead of the curve on Hunter S. Thompson, buddy.
My friend's like, "Hey, you want to watch this?
You want to
movie?"
watch Fear and Loathing
And
in
I
Las
was like,
Vegas?
"What
You didn't
is
read the
this?"
book first. You don't read books.
Hey, I did read that.
I know you
because
did. I know you
obsessed
did,
with
dude.
that fucking
But Rum
shit.
Diaries sucked balls, didn't it?
I didn't read that one.
Are you a movie guy at all, Neil?
Sure.
Your music though.
I hate
Yeah.
talking movies with him because he fucking nerds out. And it's
Yeah, I
fucking-
mean, I like sillier stuff and like actions. Like
That's cool.
Do you like Marvel?
I do like the
Just went and
Marvel.
watched Fantastic Four.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I'm
yeah.
gonna watch it
Enjoyed
with
it.
my lady friend
I want
this
to go
weekend.
see that.
I really enjoyed it. Superman, good movie.
Do you ever go to the Alamo Draft House in Austin?
It's so expensive.
It is. I worked
I
for
don't
the
go there
Alamo
anymore.
Draft House here.
Yeah, like what's the point? Because you're not enjoying your food. It's dark.
No, and also
Hey, they do
they're
got good
coming back
burgers.
and forth. The I will say this I've worked for Alamo Draft House for 10 years. The servers need to shut the fuck up. I put it on the card for a reason. Don't talk to me. I'm watching this goddamn movie. Don't come in during
I
drop
got
the
that. I didn't- I
checks
couldn't go in there
during like read the room. It's about and that's how I
One time, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I love Guardians.
The third one?
Yeah.
You know, like, it just fucking made me cry. Like
It's a very
And I'm
sad
sitting here
movie.
crying my eyes out watching this movie, and that bitch just, here you go. I'm like, do you not see
Yeah.
me fucking
you're
trying to watch
you're
this
like
movie cry?
you just whisper, cunt.
I'm like, please,
You know,
leave me alone.
I was watching the new Joe List. You know, Joe List like puts out something like every
Yeah,
couple
he's
of weeks.
the most prolific motherfucker.
So his like most recent one,
It's good.
like This Is Gold, folks. He's
Gold, Jerry.
doing crowd work, and they're dropping checks like in front of the guy on camera.
Yeah.
and it's like in certain instances, like I know that like you can't always control that because like they do
can't.
have to drop their checks and stuff. But it's like if it's Joe List,
Yeah.
you know he's filming.
Yeah. Yeah.
We cannot like straight up. It would be like if you guys were talking, the waiter was
If we had a waiter.
like stopped
One day-
him from talking, and it's like
We will have a
well, you
waiter
don't
here.
have to do
We're
that.
going to hire
Get
a
an
hot blonde.
intern,
We're
dude.
gonna
Get an
a
intern
hot
that will
blonde
bring us
intern.
beers.
We're going to get a hot blonde intern.
Hot blonde intern. You have to pay her. We all have to
Of course
leave
we're gonna
her
fucking pay her.
tips.
We're going to pay her good.
Everybody has to
Can I
tip
ask you
her.
guys this? I don't know if I'm going to keep this in the pod. If, is this okay? Because this happened to me on Wednesday.
Say whatever the fuck you want,
This happened to
Roy.
me on Wednesday. You were talking about fans. I got a little bit of fans too. And this one girl.
Well, you're fucking your way through love.
this is crazy. This one girl was like, Roy, I'm such a fan, and you have a lot of girls that are fans. And we were flirting, and I was like, well, fucking kiss me then. And we started making out, and I fucked
God
her.
damn you,
and,
asshole.
And I fucked her. Is this bad?
No.
What I did?
No, this is
It
not
was all
bad.
consensual.
Yes, of course it was. But continue.
I'm just
Fucking
saying,
fans.
like,
If I had fans, I would
Is
fuck
it okay
them.
to fuck fans?
I think so.
Okay.
So the argument would be power.
Yes. It
Right?
felt weird like that.
You have
Right.
no power in this situation. You
Because
could
the
fuck
way-
it up so easily.
You're right.
So the argument would be power, right? And I understand that argument. But if it's two consenting adults, what's the difference? Like, so not what's the difference. So when you're young and you're trying to get laid, right? I'm a chubby guy. I'm kind of awkward. Sometimes I say the wrong things. And it's like I see bands that are getting laid, right?
Yeah.
So I can go to the gym and get abs, or I can learn to play an instrument, right?
Yeah.
Like those are your paths.
Are you a bass player?
So
Neil?
what's the difference between the power dynamic
Yeah.
of a guy that is an Adonis versus a guy on stage, right? Like you're attracted to both those things. Why is one frowned upon and the other not? Like that guy's doing just as much what's the word? Like lying. You know what I mean? Like
He's
that
pretending
guy,
to be cooler than he is.
right? That guy's working out. He spends his whole day working out so he can get laid.
Yeah.
And I spend my whole time getting funnier so I can get laid.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Amen to
what's the? I don't know.
I agree.
So it's okay to fuck a fan.
Yeah.
I think so. I
Now-
remember I was on a tour recently. And I got on the bus, and the tour manager was like, "Remember, no fucking the fans." And I was
Define
like,
fan.
and I was like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not." I interrupted him. I was like, I'm not trying to pull rank, but that's bullshit. I'm like, that is a young guy who like is scared of like people saying something. If if it's consensual, she's an adult. You know what I mean? Like you're not.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, like she wants to fuck the guitar tech. That's hard. Like that's why is that not? You know what I mean? Like, don't take that away.
Why did he learn to work on guitars in the first place?
Yeah, it was because he was an awkward kid, and this was his avenue to actually
and plus
meeting people.
Being on tour perpetually, it's hard to form relationships. So you form these short term things when you can, and if you come back through that city, you hit that person up again. Maybe I don't know.
But
I'm thinking like it.
But but like even that, it's like well now you're like justifying a thing, but. The guy in the gym is having one night stands too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's meeting people on Tinder. So it's like, what's the difference between? That's the thing for me. It's like you're going to say that this is weird, but this isn't weird, and it's like, well, we're just doing the same things. I chose a different path.
We're using our skill sets.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, that's not why I do comedy. No, the women aren't lining up to fuck comedians.
Absolutely not. It's the worst art form for fucking.
But that argument where it's like, oh, but you're in a position of power. It's like, I'm not. She's not gaining anything by fucking me.
I can't give her nothing.
Yeah, like what is she getting? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, like that guy yesterday was banging a 25-year-old, right? So it's like, well, what's she getting out of that? You know what I mean? So it's like, why? So what's the difference?
She literally told me last night. We were talking about this. If I can share, if you want to hear.
I don't just say it. I don't know.
Okay. Chuck said he's like the reason. She said
we can do without names.
Okay. What he said is we went to our first drag show the other night. And she's like, yeah, I'd never been before. And he's like, that's why girls like to date these old guys because we do fun stuff. We're less inhibited than the guys their age, and they're going to have these cool experiences on me. So you're grooming her. And she's like, yeah, he sure is. And she's like, no, I'm getting a fun thing out of it too. I'm getting to experience these things, and we have a good connection. You know, and I'm like, that's a very healthy way of looking at it. So what I'm saying is I want to date a 25-year-old today.
25
it's a little young.
Feels like the limit.
30
for me it's 21.
But you're 29.
Well, you're younger.
I'm 20, but yeah. If you can drink, that's the limit.
For you, yeah. So for me, like I set my thing on my dating apps is 35 and up.
That's good.
But I've definitely been with 25-year-olds like through the.
See, where I would feel a little weird is if she was 18.
No, I couldn't. I don't think I could do it.
For me, like
I wouldn't do that now. I did that when I was in my 30s, and I don't feel great about it at this point.
In my late teens, I definitely banged young teens. Like, I know I was with like a 16-year-old at like 18, probably.
Yeah, but that's those Romeo and Juliet laws. That's fine.
Yeah, like I mean, we went to high school together. I graduated. We still hung out.
Yeah, there's not power dynamics in high school.
Yeah. My girlfriend was 16. I was 18.
Yeah. But isn't there like senior?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna bang the senior, especially like the senior who's like punk and never shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it's funny. I was homeschooled, so I didn't lose my virginity until I was 23. So, and
to your mom.
To my mom, is that what? You know,
shout out
that's
to
really
Hyman
funny
if you
because I do have a joke where it's like, who
had mom hot?
Who had? I haven't done this on stage, but I think it would work.
I'd hit it.
Would you be mad if I fucked your mom?
Yeah.
Would you be cool with me?
But mostly because I would be mad at you because I'm like, Roy, you could do better than my mom, bro.
Would you be cool if me and Roy tagged your mom?
That'd be crazy. We could talk about it.
Honestly, I would be happy.
A whole nother pod.
I would be happy for her. I'm like, you got
love.
out of your bubble, mom.
I
You
think
got out of your bubble.
love.
And honestly, before I lost weight, I looked a lot like you, so it would be a weird Oedipus thing for me. Honestly,
your mom's getting older. She
just had the same surgery. She had gastric sleeve a month ago.
She probably looks good now.
She's been confined to the Christian thing. She's probably sexually frustrated
we'll break
a little
her
bit.
spirit.
And I'm single and I'm being a freak. I imagine you're a freak.
If I get stoned, I'm going to show this to her, and we're going to laugh, and she's going to be like, "Oh my god!"
She'll be like,
her
"What's
best
their number?"
friend lives next door, Roy.
Shout out to her. I love them.
Yeah, let's have like a thing.
No, they're good people.
They are. They're religious. My mom is very religious too.
Good people can have sex too. Good people.
Yeah, they can. I don't think they do anymore, but it's just.
Well, he's married.
Yeah.
She's
no.
But
They would have
yeah.
sex with each other.
Maybe they're poly.
Dude, I'm on the dating apps, Tinder, and I've seen some of those where it's like with her man, and she was like, "We're looking for." I'm like, "Fuck no, I couldn't." What
I want is I want to be in a polyamorous relationship with a woman named Polly and a woman named Marie. Polly and Marie.
Dude, dealing with. I don't know if I could date two women. Jesus.
That's an idea for a song. I do Wheeler Walker Jr.-esque music, Neil. I don't know if you're familiar with that asshole.
Hey,
he does
chill
like
out. He's cool.
No. He is an asshole, but I love him. He does dirty country
One of the things
music.
I was gonna say, like, you know how like girls want to fuck the rock stars and all that. I want to fuck a female comedian. That is on one of my lists. I want to get one.
You could do that right now.
Not here.
In 10 minutes.
Not here. Because there's some that are lined up.
I've done it.
There's some that are lined up.
And I probably won't do it again.
I want to do
weird.
it.
It's
like,
weird
like
to
a
do
prominent female comedian.
Fucking coworkers is
I would
weird.
love to.
But you're not a comedian, so it'd be cool for you.
Yeah, I would have no problem doing it.
Have you dated any comics, Neil?
I haven't dated a comedian. I've been with one or two, and it's seems to have been fine. Like I'm still friendly with both of them.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen them both since, and we've not done anything. Like, you know, it's been cool. And there was one comedian that like we were talking about dating, and it ended up not working out. But I think because coming up, it was always like, don't date comics.
Yeah.
Because you just don't want you don't want your work environment to be weird.
Where you eat, yeah.
But after like being with a couple and it being fine, and then I was with this one woman and we like talked about it, and I don't know, there's an appeal to it because they speak a language that other people don't, like we speak a language that other people don't speak.
Yes.
And so like when we have a bad day at work, your like regular girlfriend can talk you through it because she's had a bad day at work. But there's something about a comedian who's had a bad day at work that they know, you know what I mean? Like if I come home from a show and I'm like, God, that fucking show sucked, blah, 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 blah. A non-comedian might not understand that emotion and also might not understand how long that emotion lasts.
Yeah.
So like, I know I'm going to get over it by the time I go to my next show, but someone who's not a comic might not. I don't know. I talked myself into like being okay with dating a comic.
It seems like it would be. I thought about it.
Yeah. At this point, I'm not as afraid of it as I once was. I mean, there's no one on my radar. Like there's no one I flirt with, but.
And plus at your age, it's within your age bracket and they've been doing stand up, they can balance their work and life.
You would think. Yeah. And I'm not a jealous person. Like as far as like when I get jealous of someone else's career.
Oh yeah.
It's like a proud. You know what I mean? Like my buddy Luke blew up.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like fucking Luke, blah, blah, blah. It's like fucking Luke, dude. Yeah. Like you're doing the thing that we all want to do. Like, holy shit, that's so sick. So
I would argue that that's a product of being a musician first.
Maybe, but it just
because
makes
we're happy for our friends.
Yeah, I just know that, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Like 100%.
No, maybe it is because of music. Because like I grew up in the Long Island hardcore scene, and all those bands, all those emo bands, blew up around us,
Nice.
and it was like we were all stoked. We were all like, "Oh, there's a thing happening here," and that's the same thing. I think that's the same thing when I was coming up in New York comedy. It was like all those dudes got huge, and it's like. Sick, and I opened for some of them. You know what I mean? Like pretty regularly. I opened for Ashley Gavin like super regularly. Yeah. Nice. So it's like, I don't know.
You mentioned you were on a tour bus. What do you mind saying?
I've opened for a few bands.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I've opened for Motion City. I've opened for Taking Back Sunday. I've opened for Bayside.
Shit.
Like
I'm the Avalanche. Yep.
Oh, comedy. that's a thing I don't see enough of is comics opening for bands.
So
I like it.
So it's been around forever. For
I know
sure.
it. Yeah, of course.
But it's starting to get like a little bit more prominent. Like Warped Tour is starting to bring bring comics out. Well, I guess Warped Tour is kind of
Shane Gillis and Luke, whatever his name
Luke
is.
Combs.
No, Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan.
They're doing a fucking stadium.
Here's a fun story. We have a mutual friend. He's he did comedy and Roy lives with his family.
Yeah, just tell
we
my business,
we have
Jesus
a mutual
Christ.
friend, friend of the podcast, Rainey Lawrence, who did stand up at like the Apollo in the early '90s with like Martin Lawrence. He was coming up, but he was an actor and he leaned into acting. So he does theater. He'll do these month-long of August Wilson plays. But Rainey, as a stand-up, when in Florida, opened for fucking REO Speedwagon. He was, and that's weird. That is in the 90s or 2000s. So, yeah, there's a long storied history, particularly of black comics touring with. But I mean, even like fucking Seinfeld was opening for musicians like
Big
Tony
J
Orlando
open for
and shit.
Korn, Bobcat
J.
open for Nirvana and Melvins.
Yeah, it's fun.
That seems like
Yeah,
a great idea.
Jim Brewer opened for Metallica.
Yeah.
I think Shane Torres does tours. He's a Texas comic that lives in New York. He does tours with bands too.
Jawbreaker has brought out Kate Willett and Chris Gethard and
Jawbreaker.
some others. So yeah, I mean, and I've done I've done straight up festivals. I've done straight up music festivals.
How was the crowds? Like, whether they like it?
I mean, the ones that like it, and the ones that don't just don't pay attention.
It's got to be hard
fine,
to tell versus like a room like last night where you can see everybody's faces versus
at a festival you can see everyone who's paying attention.
Okay.
Because like the front is paying attention, and there might be like one or two in the back, but like you don't
talk to the front.
Yeah, you don't see them anyway. Like you know what I mean? They're not part of they're part of it. That's not what I mean, but they're not part of like your experience as a comic. Whereas like the few people you can make eye contact with in the front few rows, and they're enjoying themselves. And that's the thing. Like opening for bands on tour, like depending on the room, you can get there's a few of those shows on the Motion City tour that were like some of the best shows I've ever played.
Wow.
Like Denver, we did the Denver Fillmore. It was like 1,500 people.
Wow.
And like you could hear a pin drop during my pauses. That's
cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
But then you play somewhere like McKee Rocks in Pittsburgh, and it's just laid out poorly for stand-up, and it's a nightmare. And it's fine because that's what you knew it was going to be going into it, but...
We need to get him in the Buddy Holly. The Buddy Holly is like opening for a comic here. Our friend Red opened for Chris D'Elia at this place. And I don't know how you would feel about working with somebody problematic. I don't give a fuck because a comic's a comic. And if they can fill a room. Fuck Chris D'Elia. But fuck Red opened for him and got paid $300, which is pretty fucking cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
but,
Red,
he didn't hang out with D'Elia or anything. But but we need to get you there, Neil, because you could drive here and do those kind of things.
It's a really nice place.
It's a big Buddy Holly, because Buddy Holly is from Lubbock, so a bunch of shit is named after him here.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah. He hasn't lived in Texas very long.
Oh, I thought everybody knew that. Sorry.
I'm a worldly guy. I should know.
Yeah. It's funny. I bought records in Times Square when I went to New York, and there was this older Asian guy that was running it, and I was, and he's like, "Where are you folks from?" I was buying like Warren Zevon records and shit, and I'm like,
terrible about the Warren Zevon.
Okay. So he asked me, he's like, "Where are you folks from?" And I said, "Lubbock, Texas." He's like, "Oh, that sounds familiar." I'm like, "Yeah, Buddy Holly's from there." He's like, "Oh, Buddy Holly, yeah, I know him. What's he doing these days?" I'm like, "Very famous plane crash, sir."
Yeah, he's familiar.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember." So, but yeah, it's one of those things where you as a Lubbockite, you think people know more about Buddy Holly. They know the name, they know one or two songs, and that's about it, because that's the fucking 1950s. And Lubbock is holding on to the 50s here. But I wanted to ask him about Kill Tony, but I'll let you.
Hey, what's going on with Kill Tony? Did you do it?
I did it.
When?
April and May or April and June, maybe. Yeah.
How was it? What episode was it? I want to watch it.
I don't know. First one was great. First one was Tim Butterly and Chris O'Connor.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. I saw Butterly.
Yeah, Butterly's he's a dope dude.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Sandwich recognized him. He's like, you were on, yeah.
Butterly and I have actually become friendly since being on it.
Yeah, he did the showcase I went to.
Yeah, he's
he
cool,
fucking
man.
rules.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a Philly guy also.
Oh,
Yeah.
He just moved to Austin.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, you know, Mike Rainey?
I
does a
know
podcast
Mike Rainey, but
Yeah.
I don't know him.
So I'm like DMing him right now. I'm really hoping
you should read
because
his
he was
book.
like, because when Mike Rainey was like, when I moved to Austin, I'll do the podcast. And I was like, I recently DM'd him because I'm going back in September to watch Kill Tony. Got tickets. Fucking amazing. But so I'm like, fuck, please, Mike, let me fucking do the podcast with you, please.
Who was on the other one, Neil? The other Kill Tony you did?
I don't remember.
Okay. Oh, man.
But the second one sucked. Like the second one. So
sorry.
my fear going into it was that it would be like shitty.
Yeah.
Like not creative, just dumb,
Were you at the mothership?
just mean. Yeah.
Okay.
And the first one went so well that I was like kind of tricked. And then when I went back the second time, it was the thing that I thought it was going to be. And I was like, it's all right. And it doesn't do enough for you that I want to feel like that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've never been one to, I'll make concessions. You know, like I'll bleep out the word suicide because we're not supposed to talk about it. But I'm not going to like sell pieces of my soul. Like I just,
What does that mean?
It's not worth it.
Like, what does that look like practically, selling pieces of your soul? Because I'm curious.
I've done it. $5, patreon.com.
Jesus Christ.
I say whatever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We say whatever the fuck we want on that podcast.
yeah, but
No,
that's
but
not
that's not
selling
about
a piece of your soul.
That's you doing what you want.
Yeah.
That's the opposite.
Like
Okay,
it would
never
be
mind.
like,
I feel good then.
be like working at Amazon would
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
Just against something.
yeah, it'd be like, why am I doing this for? Like, what's the goal here? Like working at Amazon would be like, oh, to have a steady paycheck, but like the paycheck's so small for like what you go through. Like I feel like I can find that money.
So are you saying you're saying this because you're not going to do Kill Tony anymore?
Yeah, I'm not going to do Kill Tony
Okay,
anymore.
cool.
I mean,
Did you
listen,
gain a following?
there's always look, there's always room for everything. You know what
Sure.
I mean? Like I could Jesus, these flies.
Yeah, no, they're
we'll
not
get you out of
great.
here in a minute. It's getting hot.
I'm sure there's a scenario in the future where enough of the right people talk me into it or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it again. But I'm not going through. It sucked. It hurt my feelings.
The sign up process
You
is a
know?
pain in the ass, and they kind of dehumanize you a
Like
little
the
bit.
so
panel?
that's not
Like
that's
the
not
panel,
even
like what they were saying to you?
the experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Both the panel, the audience, just like my artistic integrity felt damaged.
Okay.
Like it felt reputationally ruinous. And I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
Like I will gladly be the poor touring comic I am and do it. There have to be other avenues. There has to be.
Yeah. And
Right?
there are. And I think
So-
that one is only going to get milked so long.
Yeah, and I already think that it's like,
It has.
I mean, listen, enough people are still winning lottery tickets that it's worth buying the lottery ticket.
Yeah.
I encourage everybody from everywhere else to go give it a shot. It's
Yeah.
worth
If
doing.
you're there, try it.
Do it. If you're
Yeah.
there, do it. If you can get there, do
Yeah.
it. If you really are a good comic
Yeah.
and you want to get noticed, go do it.
Well, and I think it's a symptom of the stand-up scene in Austin anyway, because I did the open mic at Sunset Strip back in April, and I did not like it. It was not cool.
Yeah,
the
the-
comics
the-
sit
the
there,
op-
watch, and leave.
The open mic scene is
It's real dog
not
shit.
good.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back and do open mics in Austin at all. I will go to Dallas. I'll go to Oklahoma City. I'll go to El Paso's great. I love El Paso. But yeah,
OKC has a good
okay. So yeah, friends there. I need to go do stand up there. I've not been up there.
has a good one.
New Orleans was cool, but I'm going to go try out Vegas in October. So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
a tourist stand-up. I do it while I'm home, and then I do it while I'm on vacation. And that's fun. I mean, I'm contributing to the economy of stand-up comedy
You need
by
it.
bringing Neil here.
No, you need it. You need the hobbyists. You need the open mic scene.
Yeah.
You need the fringe fans. You need
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Without that, there is. You know what I mean? If it was only the serious comedians, how would anyone get good?
We do need to get you on Skankfest. Would you do that?
Or I would.
I would do.
roll.
I would do Skank
Okay,
Fest.
next year we'll try and do because they've
is
already.
Angel working now?
Angel's working
That's
Skankfest.
sweet.
The co-producer of the show last night. He's volunteering at Skankfest in October, November.
Yeah.
So
I've you know, I've
It'd be fun to do
submitted,
it.
but
Yeah.
you know,
Cool.
you know,
it's in New Orleans
Well,
this year.
Neil,
So,
it is
but
getting
next
hot
year
in
we'll see.
here, and the flies are starting to bother the shit out of me. I do appreciate you taking
Yeah,
time
no,
out
thank
of-
you for inviting me out. Yeah,
Man,
Thanks
so
again.
anytime
Yeah.
you're back here, I'd love to have you on again.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks for asking me to do it too, Neil.
Yeah. I immediately regretted that decision.
This was the snake poo with fucking Morgan Hyman. But whatever. Where can they? Anything to plug? Where they follow you? Any of that?
I mean, come to neilrubenstein.com. Everything's there. Like you can link to the Patreon or the IG or the YouTube. I do like different stuff on the different platforms. Like YouTube, I do like a lot of reviews, movie reviews, and music reactions. And then on Instagram is like my stand-up reels, and I could do a lot of I do like a lot of political stuff in my stories, and then on the Patreon I post like full sets, and eventually we'll do some more stuff on the Patreon. I just don't have the bandwidth for it right now, but
It's Neil Rubenstein on YouTube.
yeah,
My Patreon
It's-
has gotten me in a lot of trouble.
yeah, but it's behind a paywall, so it should be.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
But
it should
these
be
women,
fine.
these women are crazy.
Quit fucking fans.
Morgan, you got anything?
Nah, just normal stuff. Bar PM every Thursday. They all know
Breaking Hyman
that.
with Morgan.
Yeah, Breaking
every
Hyman.
Monday should be back on every Monday.
Yeah.
Whenever.
I have a podcast too. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's called Breaking Hyman.
It's like what this whole fucking hour was. But
Love you, Roy.
love you too, dog.
All right,
Patreon.com/SnakePitStudios. Check it out. We'll see you guys.
thank you.